don't never say that. Man, I need a mask. What a mask at? I need a mask. I can't be getting sick. We on the road right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but yeah, I mean, man, but we getting it in, man. We just want to let everybody know we're here at Frank Wade Morning Show with friends, man. You know, we're making it happen, man. We're making it happen for y'all, and it's getting in and doing what we got to do, you know, to make sure that it happens and making it happen with y'all. It's a brand new day, as the song said. As y'all heard it as it came back on, man. It's a beautiful day out today. You know, great things going on, making some good things happen, you know, and different things like that, man. And you know, we've been putting it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the look a little bit. You know, got the cameras rolling, got the banners going, the on-air sign, and different things like that. Got the branding around the mics and stuff, man. Like, I'm a firm believer, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go do something, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Just go make it happen. You know, can't stop, won't stop. Just go make it happen. Right now, we are officially, as you're in that camera right now, we are streaming live simultaneously.
Let's go.
Facebook, TikTok, Kicks, Instagram, YouTube, and soon coming to Twitch.
Okay.
All in one. You know, my boy Chris, shout out to him. He said he was checking it out yesterday. He said, man, was up on all them damn platforms yesterday. It's part of my thing, and I've come up with it, man. You know, I kind of took a concept from Danza. You know what I'm saying? But he calls it, you know, his thing is one signal with infinite distribution. I'm moving from that. You know what I'm saying? I came up with my own terminology. I trademarked it, you know what I'm saying, so that nobody can steal it from me, because I believe that I got something on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's my own manifesto that I've been thinking about for weeks and weeks and weeks, until I believe, you know, Creator gave it to me, because I kept thinking, I kept asking, and he gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's Omni Media Manifesto. Power in me. It's the infinite broadcast, one source, one frequency. Unified, we trigger the omni streaming power. Sync the source. Total global immersion. And what does total global immersion? It means that people got to be able to hear us, see us everywhere. We can't just, you know, do film, cut it up, and then put it on the best things that we think that we're rolling with. We got to make sure that we're giving the world. Some got to get it over here. Like, some people like Chinese food. Some people like, you know, chicken. Some people like spaghetti. You know what I mean? Some people like, you know, cake. Some people like sweets. Everybody ain't gonna like everything we do. Some people might like Frank Wade. Some people might like to hear Rico Bands. Some people might want to hear Unique. Some people might want to, you know, see Dina Cameraman. Some people might want to see Tia. Some people might want to see Melissa Bands. And so I came up as Unique. What's up, Unique? She's in the building.
Hey.
She's in the building. And what I came up with, and I've been keeping quiet on this, because I told myself I'm gonna stop giving away everything. People gonna start paying for this information that I'm giving out. And I've been working on this for a while. And like I said, I trademarked it so that nobody can take my idea, nobody can steal it from me, you know. And again, I watch Danza a lot, as Unique is in here, so we can get back to that. Danza says radio is the key to everything. And I believe that. And I've been telling everybody this. Radio is the key to everything. I know people like platforms and podcasts and stuff, but podcasts can't play your music and get your stuff going. It might put you out there, but it can't. The biggest money maker for artists, when people are seeing them on streaming sites or whatever, or radio, is radio. Like streaming on what is it, Spotify, it gets you about 0.0333 something cents. Radio, when it streams, you can get almost up to $6 to $12 every time that you get a spin. And as it curates, it can turn into big money, right? And so, as Danza says, one signal, infinite distribution, meaning you distribute. It's a distributing process. We got to get back to that. He said there's no artist development, there's no training, we're just throwing people out there now, and people are just and he said this is why the state of the music game is where it is right now. And so I've been thinking about that for months as he built his platform, just saying one signal, infinite distribution. And if you know Danzig, remember, Danzig, him and Kevin Black and all them used to run in circles. I remember he hit me up too. He said, "Oh, Kevin Black." He said, "Yeah. You know, they all ran in the same circle. Big Mike Rob, all of them. You know what I'm saying?" And they had a way of distributing and getting things out and building artists the right way. And so I've been listening to this stuff and I've been just praying and thinking, and what can I build to have my own thing? And once God, I had the light of it. I remember sharing it with her, excited about it. Only person I've ever shared it with is Joe Torre, and the person who's coming in, you know what I'm saying, that deals in tech. And shout out to Joe Torre, you know, because he's really pushing this idea.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so instead of saying one signal, infinite distribution, I came up with the Frank Wade Omni Media Manifesto. Power Envy, the infinite broadcast. One source, one frequency. Unified, we trigger the Omni stream power. Sync the source. Total global immersion. What does that mean? As we were saying as you was walking in, right now, as you're sitting there, that camera right now is broadcasting YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Kicks, and we're going to Twitch, all simultaneously at one time. So what does that mean? That means people are seeing you now on YouTube. Some people may not want to see you on YouTube. Some people might want to see him on YouTube. Some people are seeing us now on TikTok. Somebody may not want to see me on TikTok. They want to see you on TikTok. We're giving them global immersion. And what we've done, we've synced that in to the radio station. So we're building the metrics. And I found out something with this station. See, people can, like they be telling, "Oh, we're going to go start a station." But you don't understand everything that it takes to start and how to really build those platforms. Because too many people are trying to look at radio like a podcast.
Right.
It's not a podcast. And with digital radio, it's different from terrestrial. Terrestrial, let me give y'all something. Like, nothing against our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? We love them in terrestrial.
Yeah,
We've all been a part of it.
You can't do a lot as
Right.
much as you would like to.
Right.
On terrestrial radio.
Right.
Terrestrial radio is more, they have a lot of laws in place, a lot of.
Mom and pop shop.
Right.
Yeah, but they have, like, for instance, you can't play, you know, censored music. If you're one of those
Right.
stations that like to play that kind of hip hop, a lot of people.
Hey, I just really learned that we're allowed to do that. I don't do it, but we're allowed.
Yeah, I don't do it either.
Yeah.
So, but we can do it. Like, I have a couple songs I might have to
Yeah,
edit.
that's true. Yeah.
You know, but it slip up. But that's not all that. Like, I've
Right.
heard some internet radio stations, and I did a lot of research when I started this, and I listened to all of them. I mean, down to the country. I listened to every last one just to see what they were like.
Mhm.
You know, what they're doing, what they're not doing, so that we all could be better. You
Right.
know, with our sister station and my station, your station.
Right.
And I just noticed that a lot of people are not doing what we're doing.
They're not doing
now
that.
Everybody is seeing what we're doing.
And they're trying to copy it. Everybody, if you
All
notice
the
that,
DJs now-
everybody now want to do a radio station.
I'm starting to
Everybody.
see, like, the fleet DJs now are starting.
And I want to tell you something though about that. I want to tell you something about that. I got a call from this was probably about 2 months ago.
Okay.
I got a call from a famous producer, right?
Mhm.
He said, "I was at one of the Fleet DJs things and your name came up, Frank."
Right.
He said they were all down there and they were talking about you started a radio. Man, he's doing good. We be watching that stuff. How did he do that? We're thinking about starting. Everybody now is trying to do this, which is meaning that we are becoming trendsetters. Trendsetters.
That's what happens.
And like I said, getting back to global immersion, terrestrial radio puts an app on here, and you know they say listen to our app.
Right.
So here's the thing about it: when terrestrial radio puts an app on a platform like
iHeart.
iHeart.
I heard, yeah.
Okay, the phone only acts as a receiver,
Right.
but with us, as we're broadcasting right now, and every time people click this app, we're collecting data
Right.
from the phone,
Mhm.
from the device. We're collecting. That's the key. The key is data. The key ain't your personality. Yeah, well, your personality, but it's the data. Because how many know how Netflix beat out Blockbuster? Netflix beat out Blockbuster like this. Remember, Blockbuster was the king of everything.
Mhm.
And Netflix was in business, and you had to go and do it like we talked about the old AOL dial-up system. You had to do that and click a button and watch the Netflix
Right.
movies,
Hated it.
right? So, but they were making money, but it just wasn't enough, and it was about to go out of business. So they
I
went.
think the other people came. What's that? The box thing. You go the red box.
But
Didn't they
Netflix
come
had that
right
too.
after
No, Netflix had that too.
Yeah, they did.
But
But I'm
now,
saying
yeah.
the red box came that kind of helped take over
Mhm.
what Blockbuster was doing, because Blockbuster, you had to go to the
But-
store, you had to do this.
But
you
it
were
wasn't
right there.
It wasn't Redbox who took them out of business. It was
No,
Netflix.
yeah, Netflix did take them out.
Because remember, Netflix started the mail, the
Right.
sending the DVD.
Mhm.
That's how Blockbuster got the idea, from Netflix.
Mhm.
So this is what Netflix did. Netflix went to Blockbuster and said, hey, we only got about maybe a month left of funding.
Mhm.
Will you buy us for $500 million? The Blockbuster CEO laughed in their face. They took their own money and flew down there and asked them. The owner of Netflix took that to heart. So what he did, he came back to his company, to the shareholders. This is what we're going to do. We're just going to throw all these DVDs on the site, and we're going to give them out for free. We're going to let people see them for free. Everybody laughed at him. Wall Street was like, you're going to kill us doing this.
You have to start out like that
He
in order
took-
to bring the people in, because then now you can charge
Right.
after you got all of that.
He took the shot. He took the shot anyway. And what happened? He started collecting all this data. So with the data, he was able to go to investors and people. Why? Why is the data so important? And I keep telling people this.
Well, it's the numbers.
And we learned this a long time ago. We learned, see, I want you to understand something. 365 and all that's always been in business. Before, remember
Yeah,
back in the
they
day,
have been-
remember back in the day, you had to pre-record. You couldn't go
Yeah.
live like we're going.
Right,
You
right.
couldn't do none of that. You had to pre-record, put it in, and then people would listen. You had to market that you had a
Right.
radio station.
Just like podcasts.
Now,
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you, change that game. C.D. Palmer, our mentor. Mine, hard heads, all of them. People don't like him. They don't like, but that man mentored us when we was young. He brought us out of the streets. We was gang bangers, and he taught us something. So what he did, he learned from a cable person. He's the one who created all this. I don't care nobody say, I was there.
Right.
There was no live broadcasting anywhere.
Right.
And he learned it through a T line he got from the cable company that could send your signal, your voice through a T line. So this is what he did. He gathered all of us in California. I remember I got on the bus by myself, and went to California so that I could learn. He put us all in the building. He used to pull up. If y'all notice, this is why I do the stuff I do. He used to pull up, drive up in all these nice cars, suits and stuff. And he just told us, hey, here's all the equipment. Y'all figure it out.
Mhm.
People got mad. He ain't paying us. He ain't this. He ain't that. But every time he'd pop back in, give us lessons, give us lessons, give us lessons. He was teaching us stuff.
Yeah.
Only a few of us survived.
Mhm.
It was AJ Streets. And if you listen to it, I'm going to make sure you see this video. AJ Streets, because we were doing it through MySpace. We had 4 blocks.
MySpace.
We had 4 blocks. We had 4 blocks
Mhm.
that we could bring people into. This started it all.
Mhm.
See, I was a part of this. I don't tell people. I tell people I'm a pioneer in this, but we just don't talk about it. AJ Streets, and he can verify this. This is DMX cousin from New York. 4 blocks we used to bring people into, where we'd all sit in there. Everybody was rushing to get in those blocks on MySpace so that they could be on film with us as we were playing their music. AJ Streets came up with it. He said, this is what C.D. Palmer said. He said, figure it out. Figure it out. We couldn't figure it out how to make this work and send this to the people. C.D. Palmer taught us this method, and he said it works always. And I never forgot it, and I'm giving it to y'all. He said, how do you create a radio station? We all like, I don't know. We talking, we need money. We gotta just like what everybody else says. And I want y'all to hear me out on this. I want y'all to hear me out. We came up with all the wrong answers. This is what he said. He said, nope. He said, you get you an ambitious DJ who understands and want to be a part of that platform.
That's right.
That understands that the money will come later. That's what he got in all of us in AJ Streets.
Yeah.
He said, what is that DJ gonna do? He started asking us questions. Now remember, this was over close to 30 years ago. He started asking us questions. He said, what is that DJ gonna do? We didn't know the answers. Then finally, he said, the DJ is gonna go tell artists, come on my show. I'll play your music. Give me some music. I'll play your. He said, what is the artist gonna do? The artist is gonna tell their family and friends. And then when they're playing at the time, we give them a date. This is the date. This is the time that you're gonna hear your music. Those artists will do the work for us on MySpace, telling people, listen to me. My stuff gonna be on the radio. My stuff gonna be on the radio. What's gonna happen from there is friends and families tell. They're gonna tell the rest of the world and other people. Before you knew it, we went from 1 listener to 30,000 listeners daily.
That's all it takes.
From there, C.D. Palmer said, what's gonna happen once you get 30,000 people? He said all kind of businesses are gonna come. Now you got leverage to go to a business and say, I got 30,000 people in data. C.D. Palmer told this to us a long time ago. 30,000 people in data that could buy your product. Put something on my website so that people could see you. And that's how we started. And that's how he made his riches to the radio. It was C.D. Palmer who did this. And then this is what happened. I'm going to tell y'all again. Y'all want to know how Tech Nine, all them blew up, a lot of them West Coast rappers? Through X Radio. How many remember X Radio back in the day? Anybody ever heard of that? X Radio.
Yeah.
Remember the billboard, the sign used to be in Vegas with the guy with the cowboy hat. That's why I wear a cowboy hat. That was my mentor. And everybody in Vegas went crazy. 88.1 off. He had all the DJs come over to him. And then they went behind his back. Then the record labels came in and asked him for his data. He told them no. Then they created a law that cut him out of what he created. He called me a couple of weeks ago. I think he was on a phone call to Whitney Wayne. He said, I'm proud of you. You came back around. Because I saw and I knew I was already prepared for this, y'all. All these people out here talking about what they taught me, you didn't teach me nothing. I'm the pioneer with other people of this. We just don't talk about it. But let me pop my collar for a little bit. Now it's bigger and better, y'all. It's bigger and better. And so now what we can do now, instead of reaching what? Certain people, we can reach the world. People didn't understand what I was doing in Mexico. It wasn't just about no playtime. Right. I was really out there with people and sharing with people this and broadcasting with this and putting this out there because I knew what I had in this device. C.D. Palmer told me in 2012, he said this device before we was even doing it. He said, you better learn this device. He said, this device, you're going to be able to shop. You're going to do your banking. You're going to do everything you got. He said, if you use this just as a phone, you're missing the mark. He said, you can make billions of dollars with this one thing in your hand if you do it right and properly. And I never forgot that. And then he taught me this thing called shop marketing. But he told me, if you go there, you got to stay there because that's what people are going to be used to. You know what shop marketing is? The stuff I do online, what people do. Did he really say that? Did he really do that? Y'all be thinking I really just be going, I know what I'm doing. It's psychological. It's like C.D. Palmer taught me this. Look it up if you don't believe me. It's called shop marketing. You say things that make people be like, no, he didn't. He's just going up. Oh, it's looking bad, Frank. You need. How's it looking bad when our numbers went up 68%? Our numbers. And then I bring them back down. What is that called? Y'all want to know what that's called? It's called thesis, antithesis. What is the thesis? The thesis is the good. The antithesis is the opposite. The synthesis is the answer to the solution. So what do? You create a thesis. There's an antithesis that wars with it. And then the synthesis comes out as the answer. And whenever the synthesis is presented, that's what makes you go to the top. Yeah. That's what all great billionaires and millionaires, and I'm giving it to y'all today. But people don't understand it. Look at it. It's called shop marketing. Everybody can't do it. Only some people can do it. Everybody can't. That's not your lane. That's not your lane. That's my lane. Because once it worked for me, because I remember when I first got on Facebook, I ain't had nobody. All I used to do, I used to sit there and he taught me this, right? I used to post. And after every post, I used to put Frank Wade. Frank Wade. Frank Wade. Nobody would do nothing. Nobody would say nothing. Frank Wade. I never had a Facebook. I just kept going. Frank Wade. I was just irritating people. Frank Wade. Then finally somebody said something to me and said, okay, man, we know who you are. Frank Wade, you know. And I took that like, yes. Then remember, I started wearing the pay face.
Yeah.
Remember, I was doing the pay face. Everybody like, this dude crazy. What's wrong with him? When I first came to Vegas, I went through all the hotels with the pay face on. I got hit by the security in Harris. Oh, you're not going to do that here. We know what you're trying to do. You're not going to build off of us. I said, I have to do this thing. But it worked. It's called SHOT marketing. I went all through Texas with the pink face and the blue eyes on. Remember, I used to wear blue eyes. Then I went into what? The purple beard. SHOT marketing. Frank Wade. Frank Wade.
Well, when you keep doing that, it's going to be in people's head. When they see your face, they're going to know who you are.
That's what it's about. You branding yourself. People don't understand that you are the brand. See, you go from, I always tell her, she'll verify this with you. I said, you got to build a story. Stories sell, facts tell. Now, once you build a story, then people will listen to your facts. So you come in, you let people say what they say, you let them do what they do, and you build a story. You build a story from rags to riches. Now, we put that out. Nobody knew we was doing all this. Maybe y'all did. But as soon as we start putting this, oh my God, oh, what is it about just putting them up? Little banner. People think you got it going on. They think that's what I'm saying. Putting a couple boxes around the mic. These mics been here.
I mean, promotion is key, Brandon. You know, they
Yeah.
want to see it. They want to see it. Just like you said, TikTok, YouTube, Kick,
Right.
all that. They just want to see it. Whether they watch it or not, if they see it's there, then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, they got it.
So what we're doing global immersion. Because your Instagram goes the hell off.
Oh, yeah.
So they watching you on Instagram. That's Rico Band.
So
That's Rico Band. I think you do some stuff on TikTok, don't you? You on TikTok a lot?
Yeah.
And you got your Facebook and all. That's unique. My thing is Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on all of them, so.
My thing is Facebook. That's where I know a lot of my business comes from, Facebook.
Yeah, mine's Facebook too, but I've been now using Facebook again because I'm new to Instagram.
Right.
Well, y'all think. But I just started really using Instagram because I was like, I'm not using on Instagram because I'm also a chef. So sometimes on my other page, I use, put my food and different things like that. But I noticed that I get more followers or views if I'm videotaping how I'm doing it.
Thank you.
So it's cooking, showing them how to do things. People want to know information. So
yeah,
it's basically just about what people can get.
Right.
That's the whole point.
So I'm
it's
marketing
data.
And I'm telling everybody, man, it's TM on it too. That total immersion, that whole that we got, you know what I'm saying? The infinite broadcast. That's what it is right now. It's the infinite broadcast. We're moving people from just being listeners to being producers of the show because that's one of the new things that's getting ready to come. We're about to set the technology up. So you're a host, right? And as a host, you can tell your people, tune in. Right. Hey, when you donate, and I'm not going to give it out yet, the technology you got to use to hook your credit cards and all that stuff up too. But if your people send in a donation to help with the show, right, to get more equipment, to do more things, to do more marketing, it doesn't touch me. It bypasses me like a blockchain. And 10% of whatever they do goes directly into your account.
Right.
10% goes directly into your account. Because me, 10% goes directly. If we got a guest on the show, we tell them, pump the show up. Tell your people, hey, we want y'all to donate to his artistry or donate to what's going on. It goes directly to the artist. That's unheard of in this business. What are we doing? We're building community, just like what we said. It's the station that powers Vegas. Building community through radio. So now I want you to understand what I've been doing. Here's the thing, and this is what George Clinton told me a long time ago. I remember this part of the fucking stuff. They said if you're going to be a good artist, if you're going to be an amazing artist, if you're going to be in the music business, you have to learn how to be an actor. Because eventually, When your music career is over with, you have to shift into something else. And what do most artists shift into? Elvis, what did they all go to the movies.
Yeah.
They had to learn how to become actors. Elvis was an actor, right?
And a lot of them
Yeah.
didn't want to, but their management was like, hey, this is a big
This is
deal.
where you got to go.
Right.
And when I mean acting, I mean you have to create your character. Who is my character? Frank Wade. Who is my alter ego? El Blanco.
There you go.
El Blanco. I am not as dumb as y'all think I am. Okay, I'm really like a smart guy, and you know that's why Chris be trying to tell y'all. Like, he be laughing. He be like, "Man, y'all don't know that nigga. Stop doing that. Stop. Y'all don't." He used to tell him in Kansas City. He said, "Man, stop doing that. That nigga pull up on y'all in a Rolls Royce and anything. Y'all don't know him. Like he plays these games with y'all, and y'all think y'all." Because I was taught by one of the best who ever did it, C.D. Palmer. C.D. Palmer is one of the best that ever did it. And he taught me in hard head some tricks that we know we be messing people up. And we'll sit back here and laugh about it as we're doing it with people. So it's global immersion, y'all. We are taking this to the world now. Right now, we are broadcasting all over the world simultaneously. Global immersion. Many platforms. Right now, we are in 20 countries that are listening to us daily. And I tell you, the metrics is all in the views, the audio, and the listening on here. That's how you build your metrics.
Mhm.
And then there's some other things to it that, I can't give out trade secrets. But today's broadcast, what I want to talk about is business today. We're going to get to some music. And what I want to talk about is business. I want to talk about NDAs. I want to talk about how they protect you. I want to talk about how you set up your business and make your business. Everybody thinks that, just because I say I'm doing something, but if that paperwork isn't on that business, it's not a business and you don't have anything protected. And so what we want to do today, and I want everybody to get their experiences too today and what they did in building their businesses and different things that they do, because I think we need to give out this information. That's simple information we need to give out. We don't have to give them all the trade secrets of what we do, but they need to understand, that when you're playing with people who have real legitimate businesses, you can get yourself knocked off the board. You know what I mean? And so we want to give them, I want you to give them some encouragement. Like, let me do this psychologically, what I've done to all of y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this. I've done this to y'all psychologically, all of y'all. I've had that book sitting there. I had it sit over there. I've had it sit over there. I've had it sit over there. Maybe you have not picked it up and read it, but it's in your psyche.
Yeah.
What does that book right there say?
Which one? All you need to know about the music business?
Right.
Mhm.
That's the book that everybody who's ever read it.
Mine was the Art of War.
Art of War, that's the one, yeah, that you kept looking at. It's psychological, y'all.
Well, if you look at like shows, morning shows and things like
Yeah.
Breakfast Club, they got books all around. They
Yeah.
got a lot of stuff around,
Mhm.
like for you to see and look at. They advertise,
Right.
Like he said, it's
basically.
like he said, it's the psychological.
It's
Get you,
psychological.
lets you know what they're on, what they're about, what I'm saying, what they're trying to push to you. Yep.
So what's the first thing I did? I just said, okay, put a TV up here, put a couple plants here. All right, put a couple plants up there. Put a couple shirts up there. HBCU, Frank Wade. I'm putting that in your brain. I put this up here so that you know what? Oh yeah, he one of those accused. Then it was perfect for us out there. So they're watching this every week, right? And that's why I say it works. And what I'm out there doing, I'm hopping with the bros, I'm hopping with the Qs. So what's the first thing they think when they start seeing us on here? Because we put the video out, they're gonna look at this up here. Oh yeah, that was him. He was out there with the bros, yeah. Oh yeah, he one of them Qs. Because that's what's been happening to me in my video. Yeah, I saw you was getting it. I saw it. Oh man, that's the Frank Wade I know from back in the day. They used to hop and look. It's psychological. It's building a story. And when you learn that game, that's how you win. No matter what anybody else is saying. Just like I did a video the other day, and I said, well, I keep telling you, just build my name bigger than ever. People do it for you, whether it's negative or positive. You've all heard the saying, all publicity is good publicity if you know how to do it the right way. Right?
Yes, sir.
You're not going to get past that. Trump is one of the most negative people in the world. But look at his popularity. You're going to tell me that man every time that he say, "Hey God, These gold tennis shoes that I'm putting out, he makes another $4 million.
Mhm.
Negative publicity.
Almost went ahead and bought them just to have them.
Oh my God.
Hey man, you gotta get fly.
By what?
Those gold tennis shoes.
No.
It was like what? It was only like 400,
No.
450. What
I
president?
know.
Trump had his special gold tennis shoes
Did
that
you
came
just
out.
say that? You was actually.
Listen, I bet you they worth something.
Hey, you know what? We gonna go here.
You're supporting him all at the same time, and you think it's worth something.
And when I flip him, he gonna support me.
It might seem like it will, but when people start seeing that you trying, ain't nobody gonna buy them. You be lucky to find somebody.
Right.
Seriously.
Except for his
Because
people.
that man right
Mhm.
now, but those are his people
Like,
that's
the only one-
there with him.
Yeah, I'm
A
like I'm
lot
the
of
only one that
people
got them.
against him now, including his own Republicans. So now it'll be like, what this dude done for?
For love.
That mean you supporting him. You gave him that money.
Be on Facebook with a white face and put them on marketplace. Pull up on them black.
I ain't gonna lie.
You
And
gotta
listen,
put a face up.
listen. At one point, I was thinking like this. At one point, I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking like this. I was gonna create me a MAGA website,
Yeah.
but I had to do the web research because then I said I couldn't go get in trouble. But I was gonna make a MAGA website and get your Trump in right here.
Ain't
And
that what they do to us?
And look, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna lick. I was gonna lick them.
That's what they do to us.
I was
Black
gonna
Lives Matter is ran by white people.
Yeah.
Everybody bought into it. Me, you,
Bought into
everybody.
what?
Black Lives Matter.
Like, oh, it's about black. I didn't get into that.
See,
Yeah,
it's ran by white people. They made millions. Why we can't be like Trump, and then make that bread and be like, hey, we really don't support Trump, but you do.
It wasn't that I didn't support Black Lives Matter. I just didn't know, like, again, who was really behind it.
You are aware. See,
So that's why
I was out there
I've been-
protesting.
I've been woke for a long time. So
They had me.
it's just that I had to do more research on it. I never bought a shirt. Like
They had me in the
I don't
chokehold,
have
man.
none of that stuff.
They had me in a chokehold. I was outside.
I get it. Hey, look, we're gonna go ahead and go to a break, man, and go, we'll come back. We're gonna talk about business today.
Okay. There you go.
Right now, we're gonna go ahead and get into some flashlight. It's old school day, so I'm gonna be on.
Let's go.
We're gonna do
Old School Tuesday.
Old school Tuesdays. We'll see y'all back in.
It's Tuesday.
Back to it.
I got you.
It was on already.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
He's
wasn't
watching
that.
I keep seeing the dang old cast and call for Corrupt too. That's up. I keep popping up on my thing. Like,
What keeps going?
Corrupt and dude from Wu-Tang Clan. Like the
I'm so.
But on the app, you can hear it. I think it's just certain things.
see.
Now, go ahead and turn it up.
I'm not gonna say something.
Hold on. See? Hey, look.
Yeah, but you said
No. We're gonna come back and talk about business. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and get
Still
this.
Hey,
Hey,
still low.
we
Yeah,
don't be working over here today.
still low on the app.
Is it? Here.
Turn off these lights.
All right, Dave, you want to get on the mic?
We ain't got no energy either, bro. We don't.
Yeah, I've been
We feel like
crazy.
I'm tired. We tired too.
I was sick all weekend.
Hey, that continues to run. That's on all social media sites.
That's what I've been working. So like my equipment and stuff in the background. So grinding so I can get some. Yeah. I got this guitar I'm working with. I gotta get the chord. It's coming along. Hopefully, when I hook this shit up,
Be nice and smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, we out doing everything.
He's a sweetheart.
Dog.
So I even keep all the clips. So if we use them for bloopers, like we can use the clips for bloopers, and then the program, I dump it in and do it right from the phone, from the iPhone. It triggers from the iPhone, and it'll give me the 4 best clips that it has. Yep.
Yeah, I've been working with the computer system.
Yeah. So you can look at that camera, see that it's all broadcast on the
Okay, hey, Frenchie.
and the only thing we got left is kicks. Some of the kicks. I mean, it's coming to Twitch. They do on Twitch.
Think about giving my damn Frenchie away. My Frenchie, he barks at me, shares, he gets every time he sees somebody. That's what I was. That's what.
Friend, that's all princess will bark every second.
Yeah.
Now,
On DJ 3.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I'm not here, y'all gonna interview free DJs.
Okay. Yeah.
4 DJs.
Okay.
who do you
Yeah, I know a person, DJ3. I'm actually on that show.
Lead DJs?
4 DJs. Coming June 29th. I'm still not sure yet what he did, man.
What you mean?
I'm gonna be able to make it down here to my sister.
What happened?
Because the money's coming, but the money won't hit my deposit until the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta be there.
27.
The money's coming. I got like 10 grand. It's coming. But I don't know what to do. I mean,
29th is Monday. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll get back Monday.
my family members be asking me for money.
Man, it's rough when it comes to funerals.
They all be like, hey, I got no money, but they always traveling everywhere.
I know you got a good friend.
I mean, I got some, but you know, I don't really like to do it too much now. You know what I mean? You know, like we may do something, but I don't really. What I just started learning from people when you do that with people, they love to, especially when you're doing they had
I helped you out when you needed it. Hey, don't you? I go first for. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. I don't know no dance it is.
He look like you too, but
I really look like my real dad.
it's your dad. Yeah, she look like his mom, but it's got her side profile, everything.
Wiggle bands in the building.
We live in the building. We back, man. Y'all see
Y'all see
what he doing over here?
And we got the one with Big Mike Rob and all that coming too. And Unique, that's on order.
Yeah, Alliance is supposed to be coming. That's what we get on to.
In and in. Be the cameraman over there getting those clips. You know how we doing? And we got Hoop. Yeah, he love to get on the radio. This is summer job.
I like that. Well, that's what you should be doing. Internship in the summertime. I think it's an awesome thing.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all, hopefully we can be in the Zoom as soon as this girl gets she's getting discharged from the hospital today. So, and she in California in the hospital. So she'll be back home hopefully today.
All right.
So we can be in a studio.
Y'all see? We got all the computer systems set up.
That's what I work.
It worked. You gotta did it charge back up?
It did this.
Yeah, it works. Test it tomorrow.
What's that?
Click the she might be downloaded. Let me ask you what she did.
I need to bring my tablet too.
But we got all the computers, so everybody should have a computer sitting down.
Oh, she said it's broken.
That should be.
I got an iPad.
So we're gonna have all the hosts got little computer system. Yeah.
We was with Fox 5 last night. It was cool.
Get it in. I know how we doing it. There it is, your boy Frank Wade, right here. Howard, Henry, 97.5, Big Las Vegas. And y'all see the brothers. Art will be broadcast from the Plave in Cincinnati, Ohio. You'll see us.
When is that?
July 30th through August 3rd. It's gonna be packed too. Joe Torre.
What's it? It's for whose event is it?
For the Browns.
Oh, the Cubes. Okay. I won't be there. Well,
It's BET weekend this weekend, so. You going to LA? You going to LA this weekend? BET weekend?
oh yeah, I had a whole talking about that because I think she was saying that she was like I got to see Ty. That's where I'm going to BET weekend.
I won't be here.
I
I'll go down there.
Oh, that's right.
Let's see what Ty got.
That's why I'm trying to get my shit up. That's why I've been grinding this. Harder. Got this work this weekend too. I hate fucking getting work. Man. I'm like, something else. I like.
Yeah, she I'm going Mondays. I'll be here. I'll try to get here super early on 6 o'clock because I go back to work.
Okay.
Cops call me back.
Okay. All right.
I need some money.
My friend.
Cops called me. It was like I had to run around yesterday. He was like, "What's your job, man?" He was like, they had like let us know. He was like, "I need you back," because he only get supervisors, but I got to tell me how to see my stuff first. And he was like, good morning.
So the first thing we'll do, we'll just do some weather and traffic, weather, and then we'll get into that, and then we'll take a break from that, and then go into some hot topics with.
Oh no.
So I get clips too from all the streaming I'll send you too. Now I need to get everybody straight on this film shoot. All right? Because of the aspect that everybody, pretty much, except for Nick, because she wasn't here with all that. And even in the studio protects it all. When everybody signed NDAs in the studio, people signed stuff when we first started. Doing with us, but you signed one in the studio. They signed some for the radio stations, and the artist signed one in the contract. All that footage is protected right on Steve Spot Global, Angels Power NB97. Now here's the catch too, though. There's only one person in this room that owns half of that stuff with me, and that's D.
What is it again?
So nobody can utilize that footage, all right, without both of our permission. That's the law. So I need to get that straight with people because my lawyer told me to tell y'all this. Well, that's one people. But I also found out, I heard they're scammed. I heard that they are scammed.
Yes, yeah, they definitely be on one, but send the check. Appreciate it. Send the check.
Because here's the thing, though, man. As we grow, and this shit really take off,
they want.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then they can sell our likeness and everything to AI and all
But they reached out to me and Ali about buying some of the footage for the radio, and I just told Frank. Ali was like,
Yeah, don't I own my own footage? I was like, no, you don't.
Show them nothing.
She was like, what if I take the tag off? Well, I was like, you didn't film it, and it was filmed while you were working for someone. So you have to ask.
I have signed numerous NDAs.
Yeah, I was like, you
I
gotta.
understand that.
That's
Those
like
NDAs are protected for 20 years. Now,
Why
the
they
whole
tag on it for a reason. So they you know that.
like if you went out and filmed your own shit that didn't have nothing to do with this. Yeah.
I need to talk to you about my business.
Okay.
Cause they get ready to
That's
feature.
exactly why I put my tags on my shit. So,
They get ready to
you
feature.
can't, I have the original version, it has tag, you can't be like.
That's what I was
With
like.
the footage,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was like. I
I
was
be seeing your stuff.
like, don't do it. I was like, don't do it.
It's only 2 people
That's
can
why
get
I always
permission.
put my brand on every.
It's only 2 people can get permission.
For what?
Because in the NDAs that all y'all signed in the thing, it talks about protected right of all, everything ceasefire global. If I bring y'all in, see, what people don't understand the law is this. When they get to talking about, this is all the court is gonna get. And I know how to play the game. Well, I ain't getting paid for it, so the court is gonna be like this. Did you get,
Thank you.
the court is gonna be, did you get consideration for being with the Frank Wade Morning Show or Ceasefire Global? What do you mean? You know, your lawyer, if you get one, goes, no, that means. You're gonna be like, I got it.
What's good, Emily?
And so what the court is gonna do, that's good. I want it, that's bloopers or anything.
Okay.
So what the court is gonna say is this. They're gonna say, how much money have you made since you've been with Power NV9? How many gigs have you gotten? Have you gotten sponsorships? They're gonna say, have you got sponsorships? Have you went out and done things in the name of Power NV9? Has your credibility went up like this? That's all called consideration. Consideration in law is money. It's equivalent to money. So whether I gave you or your business started thriving, you got free weed supplies, that's called consideration. They're gonna take that, what is the value of that?
Yeah.
And if you lie in court, you know what that's called. Now that's perjury and that's a felony. I keep telling people, stop playing with me. I got 2 full years of law school. All the prerequisites of what you need.
That's your business law, so I'm right behind.
And I'm like, stop playing with me. I play stupid, but I'm no dumb dude. I know how to protect my shit. And the only people who have the right, he has publishing rights because he shot it. I got rights because it's my company and I made all y'all sign it. So the only 2 people can get permission to sell that footage. Me and D got to come together. Now, here's the third thing. Because of the contract when it deals with the artists, if we got footage with the artists and different things, he comes into play. Because in the artist contracts they sign, he's a fucking JP partner. Ali doesn't own Lost in Vegas. He does. And even if he gave her ownership, it's got to be a vote.
But still, even if that's the case, it depends on how much percentage you got in the business. If you got the majority.
No, I don't know 100% of that.
Well, then I'm just saying.
So when it boils down to it, if there's footage shot with the artist, he comes in and we take a vote. If it's stuff shot with the station, me and D got to make that decision. And if it ain't worth the money, now they gonna give us $500,000. Okay, we're gonna give you like maybe 10 clips. How they gonna play this? Don't think I will attack this. The shit is already.
I think they sitting something like.
Well, Frank,
They want
I
to
believe
go
that people
and
do not
pay
think
off
that
the
you
street
will
on there.
attack them.
Certain
Everybody
people.
already know how to.
But that's what I said. I was like, Frank looked at ABS, talked to him. I don't know.
I just want people gotta understand the meaning of law of consideration. So when people be talking about, did you benefit from being a part of this? That's all the court is going to say. That's called consideration. Considerate, that's the
But the
language.
only people who really gotta know
They
how
don't
that
use
works
money.
are people that's
They don't
really
use money in court in law.
Everybody in the world knows
It's
you
called
know all that.
consideration.
You wanna hit them hard without them knowing.
Right.
That's why you tell only what you need to tell the people right
I'm gonna
here.
tell you what you need to know.
Yeah, that's like I want to be giving all that information out to these streets and people with radio because ain't no way I'm telling everybody how I do this and what I do. You tell me too much. Now you gotta like listen to so that they can steal your ideas and do stuff. You know they want
She needs to surrender that shit before it gets shut down. Because I'm telling you, man, my attorneys, man.
they need some this video came out. She was on like, hey, topping it. Them parties was dope. Man, I used to be able to go to bed at 4, wake up at 7, be to work by 9. Do it all over again. Oh God, them party days.
Do it all over again.
Now I try that. I'm like, oh, I can't get out the bed.
Look, I'm hurting.
I'm too tired.
I'm hurting from all that stuff.
Man, hanging out with them guys last night with Bruce Randall Collective. It was they are so funny. I'm the big sister, but I'm the little sister because everybody like big. Bohemian, you know, like they all Samoans because they from here, because they from Guam and different parts of the, you know, they island boys. So we're supposed to be going to Guam for the radio station, for all this, for the radio station and stuff. He was like, man, he was like, deep sea fishing? He said, every day, fresh fish. You want to go? I was like, heck yeah.
Deep sea fishing.
I love deep sea fishing. I'm good at it. First time I went out with deep sea, I put a big old, they was like, that's your line. I was like, how? It was like 80 lines across, all of us. They was like, that's you. I'm pulling this thing. They all had to help me bring this big fish in.
We're gonna put a list in the thing of the songs that gotta be, those songs gotta be played. Because they're starting to complain about that shit. Like them stars that paid to have their music and them drops and shit get played. Because you know they paid Joe for that shit.
Hey, what?
With like the Lenny Williams and all the motherfuckers playing records.
No, they gotta pay. I mean, he gotta pay.
No, they already paid. They pay us.
No, I'm saying they paid you this time.
Yeah, Joe's the vice president. Yeah. No, we don't got. Well, we do that through the license.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, but they, you know how it works. They pay what is called a campaign fee. They do a campaign. All those artists doing campaigns. Elder Bars Jr. and all them, they all doing campaigns. You know, he charted. I keep telling people we know how to do this shit. Elder Bars charted. We charted.
He's on all my stuff, both my stations. Making money.
Who?
I said he making money on both stations.
Elder Bars charted. That new song we just that Graham did. We just got the Welcome to Vegas back, so we put it. We sending it out for TV and film. So she got that all set up.
I gotta get with you.
I supposed to lock in the Switch deal today too.
Who?
So see what they talking about, the Switch deal. Supposed to be some money involved. So we'll move it up this way.
Yeah, the man I was
So
with last
we just
night-
got to make sure every show we play this stuff.
I mean, for my band back in my band, they are dope. I get them to their reggae stuff,
Yeah.
but when they do the R&B stuff, I was like, okay, y'all transition very well. I mean, they are dope. They just got a new drummer and a new bass player.
Emily, did you put those new records in that Joe sent?
Kick off. Kick off. I'm looking
You guys send me L's new song.
Okay.
I mean, I could call them and get it. I just didn't.
This is a new one right here.
Yeah.
This is the one Graham produced.
Yeah, it's gonna be, you know what I was coming up with a new song for? Ring My Bell.
That's my song. That's the money song.
The old
You was just talking about
Yeah.
that.
and I
It's
wanted
the frequency of that song.
and I
Oh,
wanted
that'd be
to
fire.
to do the chorus of it.
Oh yeah, yep, that's fine. Cause
I was in there in the car today, listening to it in my car, and I was like, I was coming up with the chorus in the car, like,
so
it'd be so dope to do, but the bass line got hit.
yeah.
The bass, I'm very good with it comes to trigger music.
But I'll be looking up
You see,
frequencies and all that. They say that song is like the money frequency, the perfect money frequency.
It is
So
because it's
I was playing it at Dottie's and I won like $800. Yep.
when the bass line got a that bass line got and that ended up in the bass line got a hit in the drums. So whoever's on bass, that bass got a
Yeah, it goes crazy.
you need lives. I'm still old school because there's something about the old school feel to a bass line. Like you can do the song, but you just gotta bring somebody in to do that bass and do
Yeah, the real deal. For some
Gotta
old
hit.
shit like that.
You can do the beat machine on the drums, but the drums gotta that is the hi-hat gotta be on something. It's gotta really hit.
Yeah, this is new one right here.
But
This song charted. It charted in like, it dropped and charted in like 4 weeks. Dude.
I'm telling you, we gotta that's all right there. And the chorus wouldn't be ring my bell. The chorus would be it'll be a different whole situation. Because that song right there is another song too by it's called Write a Star by Stevie Wonder. It goes
That's what I got it from.
Then it comes up. La, 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 la.
What you mean?
It's the beat.
Yeah.
Listen to that song in your
Here,
car.
put that up. It's hard.
And turn it up.
Stevie Wonder went
Oh
hard.
my God. This beat is fire up. Yes. So when you play Brighter Star, it's just
I gotta put these drops back. I'm about to.
that's a main thing about Live 360. We got to play within an hour, at least once. Wow. I done added some new music. My listenership went up real good. I got so much music on my damn station. I mean, I put on there what? I got everything from the new school to Ring My Bell to, and then I just put I Am King, some of the music from I Am King, which is Beyonce's the album she did
Oh, okay.
with all those African artists.
Right.
That's what was nice.
Like,
I think I even got Kendrick in it. Brown. A couple other people.
Mhm.
Hi, I'm Howard Hewitt. I'm Charlie Venture. And I'm Jeffrey Daniel. And we're Shalimar. We're in Las Vegas. We listen to the new Power Energy 97.5.
The station that powers Vegas.
That shit's powerful when you get this shit, man.
This is everybody's.
It's called Another Star. That's what it's called.
you want to stop?
For that baby.
Definitely be against that.
And that's gonna be on an Afrobeat situation, like something dope. But it's that. You could change it up.
Yeah.
Somebody started doing it for me. This guy named Corey.
Yeah.
Have you heard of John Corey? Producer here in Vegas. He don't. I say he don't.
So that's why I never heard this before.
So the keys of life. He been a bro.
I'm kind of young. Kind of old, kind of young.
I wanted to do something with that song.
Oh, that's my.
It's just like how Rihanna said, how not Rihanna, yeah, what's his face? Did
Oh yeah.
that part, those I'm a beat girl all day, like beats and bass. That's I love beats and bass.
Yeah.
That makes a song. All these little other things like this, all of that makes,
Yeah.
you know, it helps. But once you add just the bass line and the drums, it's over. If I had samples, I could go through samples all day and tell you. So if I ring my bell, it has that.
Yeah, that's the most.
Right after this ad, we'll go back here and we'll talk about the NBA.
I might be going live.
Yeah, blow your nose before that stuff in your chest. That's why people get pneumonia right now because they
Hey, y'all gotta sit there eating.
in their chest,
Yeah.
and it fills up your lungs.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad. That's
It's like
why
a hot shower.
I make sure my doctor they know me. I keep
Okay, you can turn it on. Commercial coming up. Oh, gotta hear the commercial. I don't like that, man.
what is right there? Is it on it? Y'all had nothing going.
Oh, yeah.
So you go ahead. You stop. You don't have nothing going.
What happened?
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We're back here at Frank Wade Morning Show and Friends. We just got done listening to that Welcome to Vegas by
Hey.
Rico Bands.
Let's
Craig
go.
Ogana, the business. Dave Macy, myself, and who else is on that cut?
Me? No.
Wow, Michael.
Paul Michael. That's right. How can I forget Paul Michael? Produced by,
She said me.
produced by super duper producer Graham. Shout out to him and that Elder Barge, man. He produced that as well. It charted as well.
Come on, Graham. We gotta do that.
So,
Ring
you
my
know.
bell with Rico Bands and Yannick.
Oh,
Let's
ring
go.
my
But we're not gonna call it Ring My Bell.
Oh, y'all ain't?
No, we gonna.
What y'all gonna call it?
We don't know yet. I was in the car rapping this morning.
Oh, shit.
Bars.
See,
Oh,
I got
shit.
some skill.
Hey, Mars.
Bars.
All right. So just so y'all know, man, we out here, man. We're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Kicks, Instagram. Did I say TikTok?
Mm-mm.
Okay, TikTok, Audacity.
Audacity. You got the audacity to be on.
Tune in. And guess what? You can now ask Alexa, put on the Frank Wade Morning Show and it'll come on. So we're streaming live simultaneously right now, all at once.
Don't you
We on my
I
kick,
go
too.
home now and I go, Alexa,
Right.
play Power NB
Play it.
3.1,
Play it for us.
Power NB 975. And
That's right.
then actually,
Are you watching the stream?
Nah, this is my kick.
Okay, that's your Kicks.
Yeah, this is my kick.
Oh, you see it on Kicks?
Nah, I'm on my kick.
Okay, your Kicks showing it. Okay, yes. It's a new streaming service. Yeah.
I see us to be live, man.
Yeah,
Tap
we
in.
live. Tap into it. You know
is
what I'm
that
saying?
no?
Hey, Dad.
Big Mike Rob has a new. They have.
Oh, he has a new platform too. Yep.
platform.
Yeah,
Signed up for that as well.
Yeah, I signed up.
Yeah.
Can you see both? Because I can see you and I can see me too.
Right.
See?
Exactly.
You see, I can see you and me.
See it all.
Let me see.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm jealous. How you do that?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, it's about that. I can see you at the-
Yeah.
I can see you and me. So I don't know.
I can see
Hey,
you.
like I said, man, it's going simultaneously. And like I said, that's part of what we're calling global immersion. That we immersion so that everybody somewhere can get a little piece of everything. You know what I'm saying? You can get your favorite person, whoever you with, you can watch. And we ain't telling them how we do it. Can't tell them that. We can tell them, but they can't find out what I'm doing. Getting paid for it. I ain't gonna tell you that. So y'all can go ahead. I ain't gonna stop nobody from doing all that. You can stream whatever you want to do, but I ain't gonna show you how I'm getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what I'm talking about. So my thing is, again, we want to talk about a little bit about business, right? Setting up your business properly. Like I got that book right there sitting on the table. All that you need to know about the music business. And I tell people all the time, before you even get in this game, get your paperwork right. Okay, this is what was told to me. You need a lawyer and you need an accountant. Any business you do, you need a lawyer and you need an accountant before you start anything, because they're going to tell you the laws and the rules, because any business that you have, it's governed by the United States Congress. The Congress sets the rules for how you can do business in the United States. How are they able to set the rules for how you do business in the United States? Because it's in the Constitution. I'm not going to tell you what article it is. You need to look it up. There's an article in the Constitution that covers how you can do commerce in the United States of America. What is commerce? You got to know the law lingo. Commerce is business. So if in the Constitution it says here is the law of how, as an American citizen, you can do business in America and foreign, doesn't it? Shouldn't you want to learn this? So when I hear people saying, I got a business, I'll be like, what kind of business? One of the greatest lessons that was ever taught to me is when I was first putting this together and we was doing C Spot Global, and I was talking to some big wigs, and they asked me, what do you do? I said, well, I got a little small business. They said, stop right there. We know who you are. But if you ever say you got a small business again, we'll never talk to you again. Mm-hmm. He said, your business is global. That's why I put C Spot Global. Remember, it's just C Spot. Mm-hmm. That's why I said C Spot Global, because they want to see that. People who are doing really big business want to see your mindset, and that your mindset says global business, not just small business. Because if you blow up, right, you want to get money around the sun. You want to be able to get money around the sun. You want to get money when Wall Street clicks that clock, the Dow Jones. So you should be up watching that, because that's very important to the success of your business if you want to go to. So people who have businesses just don't care. Just, I'm good. I got a little 500. I made a little $1,000 this week. And then it's gone by the end of the week because you're paying bills. You want to do things. You want to buy clothes. Now you're just in that continued cycle. You want to be able to make money around the sun. You want to be able to produce so that you have some aspect of what is called residual income. Residual income is what keeps you going. That's why I tell people all the time, you're never going to win with me at this game, no matter what you say. Okay? Because I have a source of residual income. What is residual income? Anybody out there? What's residual?
Money that comes in residually. Money that keeps coming in.
It's automatic.
No matter what.
It's automatic money. It doesn't matter if I don't have it today, if I don't have it tomorrow. It's still coming. It's still coming while I'm sleeping. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you're not going to beat me at the game. So you might be able to look good 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, but eventually, because you're trading time for dollars. So if you're trading time for dollars, what's going to happen as soon as you get that dollar? You're going to go pay something. You're going to go buy something. You're going to want to eat. Y'all ever notice that? You ever notice that? You get a $100 bill, and as soon as you break that $100 bill, it seems like everything gone.
Yeah, that's why I don't even keep money in my pocket.
You really be trying not to break that 100, right?
Yeah.
Or swipe that card. Damn, you be like, I got $3,000, but now you swiping. What happened to my money? So what's
spent $1,000 in 23 seconds?
Right? What's replacing that money? It has to be residual income. And the way you make residual income is by knowing how to set your business up right. So I tell everybody, if you're a small business, you start out with what? An LLC. How many got LLCs in the building?
Right. Boom, multiple.
Okay, that's good. Let's shout out to that. Everybody got
LLCs, man. Make sure you
now
have LLCs.
Is the LLC the best for your business? No.
No.
It helps you with a
Always
tax
do.
break and it protects you against lawsuits. It protects, so that's good when you first start.
Mhm.
But as your business grows, you're going to have to transfer it to become what is called a C corp or an S corp.
Yeah.
Right.
That's where we're heading now. With the LLC is the holding company that holds all the businesses. Why do we say build it as a holding company? Because it protects your assets. It protects you against lawsuits. So if the LLC is the holding company and protecting all other businesses like Power MV 97.5, the media and technology company that we're not giving out the name yet because we don't want people, even though you can't, it protects that y'all don't know that online I do what is a consulting company where I teach people and people gotta pay me.
Mhm.
I teach people how to do AI. I took the class. I know how to do it. I don't tell everybody anything. And they come in my class and I train them online on Zoom. I utilize old technologies to build income. I can tell you right now, 70% of my income comes from Facebook. That's why I'm always on it.
That's it.
7%.
And then like we were talking about Ice Cube, how he turned his company into a holding company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, that makes billions because then you hit the stocks and the trades and
Exactly.
people buy into it.
Exactly.
And then you're getting real money.
That's all they do. They set up paperwork to become billionaires. That's all the Trump media company did. That's all Mark Zuckerberg did. That's all they did. They just built a company. They built it from their tables. They built it from their garages. Mark Zuckerberg, he started at a table in college when his college dorm. Then he went to a house on a table. You got Bill Gates started in a garage, right? You got what's the name that owns Amazon?
Yeah.
Started in his garage.
Mhm.
You got the Apple founder. What's his name?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs started in his garage. But yet they're always telling us, you see how they do us as black folks? It don't look good. It don't look right. You ain't got this game. They made $1 billion.
Ain't nobody gonna see it till I pop out with that bread.
They made $1 billion in their garage. What else? Why does this help me to do this way? What's another reason I do this? And I don't be listening. I know y'all be like, that boy don't listen to us, because I get something, I understand something.
I mean, I feel like when you do it from home, you just can stay more consistent. Like, you know what I mean? Like be on it anytime. You know what I mean? Like and people that do have offices, they live in their offices. So do you want to live in your office or you want to live in your house?
Let me tell y'all something. My mentor, who put me on the land contract, I got a land contract. Yeah, it's my turn. Yeah, that ain't his house. I'm like, do y'all know what a land contract is? See, I know tricks that most people don't know. You don't have to go to a bank to own your home. You could just go to the person and tell them that, hey, I want to pay my way and let that go towards the interest or whatever towards the house. You can do this if you know how to talk. But a lot of people don't know how to talk. And then the envy and the jealousy sets in when people see that you got something a little better than theirs. So they come up with all kind of rumors in their heads and all this other kind of stuff. And people just be believing that stuff. But why does this help me to do it here? Anybody know?
Stay right.
Okay, not just save money. Not just save money. What else?
You said why you do it
Let's
here?
think. Remember what we went to? We said the Constitution governs how you do Congress. It tells you everything how you can do Congress.
Tax breaks.
Tax breaks.
Tax breaks.
Tax breaks.
We love tax breaks.
Why does that help me? Because Nevada has a law
At home office.
that if
Right.
you have a home-based business, you are tax exempt.
Let's go.
So do I want to pay taxes by being in a building? Or would I rather not pay taxes?
But what I did find that when you are using your address as your home, when you're trying to do things like, and it's been said, and that's business period. When you use your address, they don't want to really they give you a setback for your loans.
Well,
They
what you
want
do.
capital and different things like that. Now, that's one of the things that they do. I'm all for the home business.
But
When it's your it's one thing if it's prior, you're sole proprietor to do it.
but you get you a virtual address
Who
too.
said that?
You can know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you get you a virtual
But it's a
address.
Virtual address. No, look it up, because when
But how did Bill Gates and them get $1 billion? And they was living
but
in their home.
They
you
just use-
started out, go ahead.
Yeah, you just use your virtual address, which is like
Yeah.
a corporate address and an
Well,
office.
well, I'll tell you what,
want to use a
I do got a corporate.
No,
I got a
I'm saying-
corporate. I got a corporate address.
Yeah, as long as you
Yeah.
use that, because see, they don't want you when they're giving you money for like wrong, like say you want to add more money to what you're trying to do. You already have some capital, but you're trying to build a little.
But
bit more.
let me tell y'all. Let me
But
talk to you.
that is
Hold on.
trick in
Let me tell y'all though
finance.
about law. Though. Let me tell you about law because I've been doing this for over 20
Right,
years.
but that's law. What you're talking about. What I'm
But-
talking about is finance.
I know finance. This is where I'm getting at. Okay.
I'm telling you.
Because in your contracts, again, they cannot, especially me, because this is where I overcome at. Because I am a disabled veteran, 100%. They can't deny it to me whether I use my home address or not.
They're not denying you. It's just you have a better chance because they want that you have a
Solid foundation.
exactly. They
But
want
your
you to have a brick and mortar.
But your solid foundation is in being able to show that you are making money. Your loan is based off you making money.
Your loan
Yeah, for sure.
is, but I'm just telling you, they frown upon the fact that
They might frown,
Yeah,
but
but that it doesn't.
okay,
Like
let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. The people who help me or whatever, as some people, they don't know what's going on because his business, his office
Mhm.
is 5 minutes away from here in his own home. He's one of the biggest real estate moguls in the country. He's always operated his business out of his home, but he's a multi-millionaire. He owns one of the biggest storage where you take your stuff when, you got to put it in the storage.
Yeah.
He owns one of the biggest in the world. He's always operated everything out of his home and has never had a problem getting a loan. So is that something they're just telling us? Because it's just like when they used to tell us, don't go bankrupt.
Yeah.
But rich white people
Do it all
were
the
going
time.
bankrupt all the time. So we have to be
Well, there's a
careful.
lot of loopholes. If you know
Yeah.
you have loopholes.
That's what I'm saying.
Time frame.
Okay, but that's where I'm going to.
But I'm trying to tell you, you got a lot of people out. That's you. That's the other people. And I'm just telling you, you got, and the reason
Yeah.
why I'm saying is
Yeah.
you got people who are smaller businesses who want to try to do things and
But
get out
this
here.
is where they got to learn the loopholes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
a lot of people, they want to do that. So you still got to give the information for the people
But-
who don't
But ain't what we're doing right now.
know
Yeah.
loopholes, Frank, and but still, a lot of people won't do the work. You
Right.
gotta
That's
remember
true.
that.
That's
Why
true.
get the hack off the
So
flip.
you
Let's
gotta
get you a
give them
virtual
the-
access and turn it up.
Versus and versus.
Okay.
So you want to give them both of the information. That's why I'm saying what I was saying.
Right. I
And
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
It's great because
I get what you're
that's
saying.
good for people to know.
I get what
But
you're saying.
you got a lot of people. I know you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is a lot of other people out here who don't get it.
But see, this is what I'm saying too, because I don't want people to think this is an argument because iron sharpens
Well,
iron.
no, that's the whole
Yeah.
point.
I understand
It's
the
having
But this is what I also believe in, like what I learned in fraternity as a young man. Okay. And this is a problem I feel with Black folks. And I'm going to say this is this way, and it sticks because we learn this all life. Excuses are tools of the incompetent, used to build bridges to nowhere, monuments of nothingness. Those who constantly use them never amount to anything. Therefore, there are no excuses. And what happens in our community all the time? We get valuable information, and because we don't want to do the work, and when somebody is telling us valuable information that can help us in what they're doing out there, we take it like you think now we act on it. We get information and act on it. But like you said, people out there won't do it. We have to get beyond that in our community. If we say, you think you're better than us, or you think well, why don't you go out and do what the hell that I'm doing?
Well, you got those who are like that, but you got a lot of people. For instance, I'm gonna use myself.
Okay.
When I started in business,
Yeah.
period. When you go and you do all this research, they say when you want to get out here and get loans. If you was to pull it up right now, first
Mhm.
thing they talk about
Mhm.
is when you want to get out here and get loans, the first thing they give you that education is you need to have a better chance, is what they say. Not that you will get denied.
Yeah.
You have a better chance if you get a virtual
Virtual address or you got a brick and
You
mortar.
want to separate your
That's true. I
business
work for a
from-
finance company, so I
That's what
know
I'm saying.
it's true.
You want to separate that. when you out here, you got regular people out here who didn't go to college, who didn't step, who didn't become frats, who don't understand. No, what I'm saying, because those are the things I know what you're saying, because my husband was pledging. My dad is a So if I didn't hear those things, I wouldn't know that. Because those things aren't always shared by frats, unless they are doing business, having, workshops or doing things like that.
Right.
But when you got somebody who's just starting out, you put all this money out before you even research, or you do all of this
Yeah, that's
stuff
deep right there.
before you, because you're looking at what you're learning online. People are telling you this.
Then you're gonna bump your head and waste time.
Waste money and time. So what I started doing was, when I started in radio, I was like, how are these people getting on radio? Started doing research. Oh, I can get on research. You can get on there. They always say free, but it ain't free for the first 30 days. But for 7 days, they give you a little taste of it. Then
they set you off.
Okay, I got it. Now I want to do it. But now the next thing is, what is my next step? When I started in radio, I didn't start out with an LLC. You knew that.
Yeah.
I knew I needed one.
Yeah.
But I didn't even have to put the money out. Somebody donated the money for me to have an LLC. See, some things you just gotta open your mouth up and tell.
I believe in that. You got to talk. If you what it say? What it tell you? It says you ask, it shall be given. Seek, you find, knock, the door shall be open. Closed mouth don't get fed.
So when I needed marketing, first thing I did was reach out to marketing companies and like, hey, you do my marketing for me, do my canopies, do my this, do
so
that.
you barter.
You
barter.
I will do your advertising for a whole year.
You barter, and that's a good thing.
It's way more than what they put out.
But you know what that's called?
Doing me a thing.
But you know what that's called? That's called what we're talking about in understanding the law lingo, consideration.
Consideration.
See, people think that consideration is just giving you money.
No,
No, consideration is your radio station just gave them a benefit by marketing for them. That's like paying. That's like consideration. And you're gonna win every time.
Because I'm like,
You're
this
gonna win.
for me that honey, what is this? What's your logo? What is this? Because I need the advertising.
People don't know how to barter.
Right.
I barter a lot.
Right.
And
I give you this for that.
That goes getting out here and doing it too. You know what I mean? You got to learn the hustle lingo,
Right.
like you said, the hustle spirit, where it's like, I'm gonna get it done regardless. What do I have? What can I use?
What can you
I need?
use? What you got.
I believe that God is going to put it out there.
That he's gonna make it for you.
Into
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
I needed a place. I needed a building.
Ah.
A young lady needed my service. She was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so good at doing X, Y, and Z. I would love for you to come and work on my show.
Right.
And I want to do this, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, yeah. She was like, "Wait a minute, you look for a building. I got two.
Right.
One is just sitting, and the other one is this, and you're more than welcome to use that. You can get the keys, you can do this." And I'm sitting up here like, wow.
Can I give y'all I'm gonna give y'all the secret how to come on that home business, because I want you to learn this.
Okay.
Go to Secretary of State. Get your thing up, like internet on your phone. Oh, you do it.
I'm live.
Go to Secretary of State. I'm gonna show you how to.
Y'all make sure y'all pull this up.
I'm gonna show y'all how to get over that. All right. Go to the Secretary of State. When you go to the Secretary of State, instead of going in there, this is what most people do, because they don't want to pay the $500 something for the LLC. So the first thing they do, they just go in and get the cheap one. And what you say, doing it as a name, just doing it as a name. You don't want to do that, because that's on your social. That's on. That's on. You got liability. Thank you. Shout out for saying that. Shout out for saying that. Shout out for saying that. Shout out for saying that.
You do not want to be liable.
Because there are a lot of people, what they do, that's all they do. They put in their own name and they do it as and they say, "I got a business."
Yeah.
Don't do that, because you're going to get hit if something happens. So you start with the LLC because it protects you. That's why it's called a limited liability corporation, because it protects you. All right. Now, the way you get over it when you're dealing with a home-based business, they have a charter there. We got one. They have a charter there where you can actually put it in, and you could say, am I right, Emily? You could just say you're a home-based business.
Right.
With the state. This is where you're messing up at.
Yeah.
When you use your home address. You have to do the charter. See, you got to do your LLC. Then you do a charter with the state that says you're a home-based business. Once you do that, the state of Nevada automatically exempts you and puts you in place that you can now use your address. Now, this is what comes with it. You can put your car, as long as it's 6,000 pounds, it could go in your, because that's a tax write-off.
Right.
For six, that's why you always see rich people driving what? Heavy cars.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
G-Wagon
it's a tax break.
Right.
coming soon.
Not only that, you can get a dividend check. I used to do this in Ohio. I haven't done it here yet. I used to get a dividend check back from the electric company.
Mhm.
Shout out
Because
to everybody
now
tapping in, too.
you can put your electric bill
Right.
in your business name.
Yeah.
You can put your water bill in your business name.
Well, I was doing that with my regular license. Like,
Yeah.
I just
Okay,
went
okay,
in, it was just like, oh, business, boom. I
Yeah,
showed
you
my
have to,
business
like,
license.
tax professional. They gonna
You
work.
can do that with us whole proprietorship.
Yeah.
Because when I had my cleaning business, I started out
Mm.
sole proprietor, then had to get an LLC because I just was starting, didn't know,
Right.
because you have to have the LLC to be protecting you and people's houses, cleaning.
Yeah.
And not
You got to.
Well, your insurance.
You're right.
covers
You're right.
My insurance, my $1 million insurance covers that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the insurance is not a lot. It's only like maybe $100 or something dollars a month, depending on.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that. A lot of
Gotta
people
have
don't
insurance.
gotta have insurance in their business.
You want.
Like we used to have to do that when we was out at the carnival when we was doing things out there. I mean,
You
at the,
got to.
Yeah.
because it protected us when we was
People
out there.
fall, hurt themselves, anything can
Yeah.
happen.
Man, we're gonna continue some of this tomorrow. We're gonna get into this and we gotta get into the NBAs, okay?
Okay.
Let's just take this week to kind of teach them some of this stuff and talk some business, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody that's been tuning in today because this is a good subject. See, this is my lane right here. Because it's like each one teach one, y'all.
How to build a
And
business.
we have to now, if we're gonna be powerful Black folks in business, you know what I'm saying? We have to know this information. I'm not saying you can't give them all your trade secrets because if you give it all to them, then there's competition out there. And Big Mike Rob always said, he said, "Don't tell me because I'm telling you up front." He said,
Yeah.
"Tell me."
We gonna talk about bankruptcy when you have businesses too.
Yeah,
Because people don't realize if you go bankrupt
right.
while you're in business and have money in an account,
Yeah.
the treasurer, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
Boy, you gonna be like,
Finance.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
yeah.
Hey man, this has been an awesome topic this morning. We're gonna get back and we're gonna do part 2, part 3, whatever, through the week so that we can get our people educated on this and how to set up their businesses right. Because they really need to know how to do this.
For sure.
So hey,
Like I said, shoot, like I knew to get an LLC when I started my business because
It's like, bang, bang,
right,
bang.
listen, when I was young, LLC,
I used to drill that.
You heard about Las Vegas?
You get a lot of money
LLC.
for LLCs, you get a lot of stuff. for
Copyright.
LLCs, credit
Trademark.
cards for LLCs. Money thrown at you like you at the strip club with LLC.
Hey, come on, bring it
I
in.
ain't gonna lie.
But you do want to make sure your personal credit is also there.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
that starts you. Like, till you get your credit going with your, we're gonna talk about the Duns and Bradstreet.
Duns and Bradstreet. That's right, Duns and Bradstreet.
We're talking about that tomorrow.
And
as well,
paydex
guys.
scores.
So guys, you guys gotta listen in from 6 to 10. Frank will be over at the clubhouse in the mornings until
That's
6
right.
to 8.
That's
And then we'll
right.
Be in the studio at 8 a.m.
Okay, we're gonna take y'all out of here, man, with some Rico bands with options.
Hey,
Hey, my name is Frank, and I'm here with my friends.
Rico Bands.
Mistress.
They got to tune it in, man.
Need a camera.
Hey.
And we got who?
Isaiah the Iceman.
All right. Hey, man, y'all make sure.
I am now on from 6 to 9.
That's right.
On Power MV 103.1. You can check out at
That's right.
PowerMV103.1.com and listen live and on YouTube.
All right, y'all. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow, all right?
Oh, we outro.
Wake up, wake up.
Hey.
Turn
Go get
that
that
on.
options.
Turn that on. We put that on with Rico. Yeah, that's a good topic. We
What is that
we gotta continue that topic
This
tomorrow.
is Facebook Live,
Oh, you on Facebook.
and I'm on Kick too.
I saw you live on YouTube.
At the same time.
You saw me?
Is it
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, we are.
Let me bring my kick down, but it still was recording.
So it's
Oh, okay.
like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he said I saw